Now, while the Dzire continues to be based on the new Swift, clearly it's got a completely new styling element to it. That's one big departure from the previous generations of the Dzire that we've seen. So you notice this quite horizontal theme. So you have this big black band here and a big grille opening, which gives it that big sort of sedanish feel, that slightly more upmarket feel, if you will. And you notice this with this new lighting cluster as well. It's got this horizontal theme to it, segmented LEDs, this LED DRL strip, and you have the fog lamps here as well. Even in the side profile, nothing seems to be shared with the current generation Swift. And you have a slightly more grown-up look to it. You can see this with the glass area. It's much more like a sedan-like, especially with this kink here. And just the shape of the body panels, it's much softer, not as aggressive as the new Swift. Having said that, what is similar to the Swift is the wheelbase. It's still 2450 mm. And generally, dimensionally, this Dzire hasn't exactly changed a lot from the last generation. It's still 3995 mm long, and in terms of height and width, also it's very similar to the last generation. Now, of course, the biggest differentiator is this. You get a 382-liter boot, and as you can see, it should suffice as a family sedan. But coming to the styling, it again is somewhat reminiscent of the older Dzires. Of course, it's much more differentiated now with these tri-arrow sort of motifs here, this LED element. So it's become more modern, but it's still recognizable as a Swift. And a neat touch is this spoiler element here. Now, just like the new 2024 Swift, the new 2024 Dzire gets that same new 1.2-liter 3-cylinder motor. Again, you can have it with the 5-speed AMT or the manual, and it's making similar power, so 82 PS and about 112 or 113 Nm, and the same kind of mileage. So the AMT gives you over 25 kmpl, and the 5-speed manual gives you about 24.8 kmpl. Now, as you can see, this is what the inside of the Dzire looks like, and here things have remained more or less similar to the Swift. As you can see, you get that same dash design with the layered elements, the sort of differentiated textures and finishes. But you get that typical Dzire look with the forward paneling here, the beige here. And that similar beige treatment also goes up to the roof liner and to these seats. Now, these are fabric seats, but otherwise the features list again is quite similar to the Swift. So you have this big new 9-inch touchscreen with the wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You have the climate zones with the toggle type functions. You get the small analog arrangement here, cruise control, auto headlamps being some of the highlights. But one notable addition is that of this sunroof. Now, for the Dzire, this part of the car will probably be of more importance, but while the wheelbase remains the same at 2450 mm, this is the kind of environment that you have here. You again have the light upholstery, the light headlining, the light sort of seat covers. But another new addition over the Swift is this. You get a center armrest. You get these two charge ports here, Type-C and Type-A, and rear AC vents. Although you only get one set of door pockets. Now, in terms of safety, of course, you get 6 airbags as standard. You get ABS, ESP, and the likes. So yeah, that sort of covers what the Dzire is like. Now, the Dzire bookings have already opened. It's expected to launch in the next few days, and we expect prices to start from about 6 or 7 lakh rupees and go up to just over 10 to 12 lakh rupees. So what do you think about the Dzire? Let us know in the comments.